Hey, it's Raegan Thorp with Raegan Thorp Real Estate Group, and I am back with Cecelia. She's my amazing buyer that just closed on a home, and we just had a couple of, twists and turns and changes in the whole process, and wanted to bring that to you guys so that you could understand how going from renting to buying is a good thing and was a positive experience for her. And I know the discussion recently has been, should I rent? Should I wait? Should I buy now? What should I do? And the thing that impressed upon me and why I wanted you to do the video in the first place is because you told me, I have this amazing person and we are probably gonna get married someday, but we don't have the timeline, but it's time for me to buy. Like, I'm gonna take the plunge. Yeah. So that really impressed me, and I find that for women that are thinking about that and are nervous, I feel like it portrays like a confidence. For you and your people and even your man to be like, wow, like you were just telling me a minute ago, he's so proud of you in making this decision and getting a great home. So can you tell me like the transition from like I'm renting to I need to buy? Like what in your head made you make that decision? Because I know that's really hard for a lot of people, man or woman.
So for me, it was a couple of things. I think the first thing was, being in corporate America, being a vice president at the company that I work for, I work from home. So needed more space. But on top of needing more space, just looking at the overall picture of it, one of the things that you and I kept talking about was, the longer you wait, you're missing out on equity. So for me, it was, okay, I know that I have the finances. I know that I can, afford a down payment, afford a home. Why not just go for it? Why not just take the risk?
Yeah, for sure. Because there is a certain comfort in renting because, you can always call the landlord to take care of the water leak or whatever. But when you're owning a home and you're making that monthly payment, it's not only just paying down your principal and gaining the paid off property, it's actually the equity and the value of the home that is rising. And what we talked about last week was that the forecast for the next 5 years is a home about $450,000, which is the median home sales price right now is around $450,000. The equity gained in the next 5 years is $90,000. And a lot of people cannot save that fast. And that's just the price going up. You're paying your principal down and the price is going up, and that's an amazing blessing of home ownership. So I'm so proud of you for taking the leap and making that decision. And so when you're ready in a couple years to get married and, either sell or rent it, we can take it from there and you can decide what the best decision is for you. And you had talked about possibly renting that property, correct?
Yep. I am thinking about, in the, sometime in the long term, we're definitely rent it out. I mean, it's a single family home, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. So yeah.
Bigger than you thought
Way
you were going to do.
Than I thought.
But the price for that property was it was a no-brainer for me as a real estate, thinking about it just from an investment. It was a no-brainer to get that single family home, extra space. It was new construction. We got a great deal from the builder. Your appraisal came in almost $30,000 above.
Yep, correct.
So
correct.
You got $30,000 right there.
Or even just focusing on, you just said that the median, house price is $450,000. The fact that we were able to get it for a little lower than that.
Right, exactly. So you closed with equity. You're hoping to make 90 in the next 5 years. That's 120 right there. And I'm just so excited. It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. Okay, so I'm gonna pivot just a little bit on this. I just want to cover one other thing. Originally, we did look at a couple did we look at resales? Mm-hmm. You did? Okay. Yeah. I thought we had started on resales. And then we went to new construction. When you're buying a property, it's a little bit different, resale versus new construction. And I sensed there was a part in our process you were a little nervous. You were like, what's happening? I'm not sure if they're going to get everything done. I know how quickly new construction works, but I think the neatest thing about this whole process, I sensed a change, was when the builder called you directly.
Oh, yes.
So can you talk about that transition and just your thoughts about your uneasiness versus how it changed?
Yeah. I mean, I was extremely, uneasy seeing that there were some things, on the outside of the home that needed to be fixed, and, bringing those up and not really knowing when they were going to be fixed. It was kind of, okay, we have 30 days to close and we're going to get it all done. And I don't know much about construction, but, I was like, how are they going to fix all these things in 30 days? But process ended up, going extremely smooth. You were with me the entire way. And, one of the things that, happened is the builder called. And with the builder calling, they reassured me everything was going to get done. And that week specifically, they actually sent, or requested, I guess, a couple of their contractors to come out and fix some of the things that, we saw as areas of concern, which is really, really nice. But the process, again, I had a ton of nerves in the beginning, but it did eventually get to a point with having your support and, really seeing the builder step up, everything got fixed.
Good, good. Well, I know that can be stressful, and I'm glad that we were able to help with that. And I'm really glad that he reached out, because I definitely sensed you transition from like, oh my gosh, I'm not closing on this house if they don't get it done, to okay.
Yeah,
I trust them. I hear it in his voice, and he was really great. He was a great builder, and they have a lot of warranties, I think, that you can take advantage of if you need to. But I think we picked it apart in the beginning with our blue tape everywhere and made sure that they're gonna take care of you. And I'm so proud of you for trusting yourself and moving forward to home ownership and purchasing a home. So thank you so much for trusting me, and let me know if I can help you with any of your real estate needs. Raegan Thorp Real Estate Group.